Hi, I'm Mike Hudson, Director of the Museum of the American Printing House for the Blind. Today, in search of our mystery object, we're up in the Hall of Fame for Leaders and Legends of the blindness field, looking at a case exhibit on the Pineywood School, a school program in rural Mississippi that opened a department for the blind in the early 20th century. Our object, well, this is just part of it, but it is called a peg loom. Basically, we've got four pieces here, two short sides, two long sides, made out of wood. Maybe makes a rectangle when you bolt it all together with these bolts, about 2 foot by 3 foot. And then all along the length of all four pieces of the frame are these, 3/4 inch diameter, 2-inch long wooden pegs. Now, as a kid, you may have actually used a peg loom. Those little plastic looms that you use the little elastic loops on to make pot holders for your mom for Mother's Day, those are also peg looms. Now, these were used actually to make rugs, mats, that sort of thing. And they were introduced in a lot of vocational education programs starting around 1910, 1915, 1920. This one comes from the Kentucky School for the Blind. KSB had a board member who was also on, had a relative who was on the board at Berea College. And Berea College here in Kentucky was experimenting a lot with craft programs back there. Then they had a teacher named Anna Ernberg who was designing looms, and they were looking at kind of traditions of the Appalachian Mountains for inspiration for vocational programs for women from the mountains. And these ideas were soon exported to schools for the blind, and so you see these kinds of looms being used to make mats and rugs in schools for the blind all over the United States.